What's cracking, y'all? It's your boy Ray G, and I know y'all have been asking where are the 2023 prospect film breakdowns at. I got you covered in a brand new series that we're running over here on the channel, straight to the point. I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about these NFL draft prospects in 5 plays or less. I was once told by a mentor of mine, you watch as much tape as you need to figure out the type of player that you're dealing with. I got 5 plays that's going to explain everything you should expect from JSN once he finally gets to the NFL. Whether you're a fan of fantasy football or just a fan of the game, JSN is a dope wide receiver prospect, so let's get it cracking right now. JSN versus Penn State here in 2021, lined up in the slot where he plays primarily at. What you see is what you get. You're not going to want to play outside. Let the man do what he does well from the slot. Now, whether it's against man coverage or zone coverage, JSN is one of the best receivers at creating separation. And you'll see this right here on this first play. Versus Penn State, nice little hesitation skip step right there, and then the abrupt and quick breakout to catch the ball. Now, he takes a big hit right there, holds on to the pass, but you see him right here. Look at the leverage. Look at the lean. 25 is already out of position. You'll see him start to reach for JSN. You reach, he will teach. Already creating yards of separation in between those two players. Boom, right there. And that is something that you continue to see all over his tape, his ability to create that separation one-on-one with defenders, whether that's in man coverage or if he's got to elude a defender that's crowded in the zone-spaced area. JSN is phenomenal, one of the most technically sound wide receivers in this class. Reminds me of a former Ohio State wide receiver. I'll get to that at the end, but JSN is phenomenal. Right here versus Nebraska, this is a zone coverage. You're going to see this player drop down to this flat area right here. JSN going to subtly avoid him and then do what his second best skill set, in my opinion, is get ready to do damage after the catch. He is a yak monster. Yes, for everything he's not makes him everything he is, right? Kanye West. He may not be the fastest wide receiver in this class. You may not even think he's the most athletic, but his ability to make his first defender miss and pick up yards after the catch is second to none in this class. Right there, nice little swim move to get around that defender who's dropping in the zone. Open yourself up, right? Make yourself available to the quarterback, and now you've got to make the first defender miss. And JSN, more times than not, is going to do that right there. Make the first defender miss and then start to matriculate the ball downfield to pick up yards after the catch. You'll see it right here from this reverse angle. You have got to make that guy miss. JSN has got to make that guy miss. And again, more times than not, he does it with flying colors, passes the test, and there he goes, picking up yards after the catch. I know I stopped that play a little early. We'll get back to that at the end. Right here, you're going to see 5 drop down in man-to-man coverage against JSN, and he's just going to work him off the line of scrimmage. There's no other way to say it. He's going to work him off the line. Boom, he's got separation right there. Turn around, get your head around, make yourself presentable to the quarterback. Get those numbers right there where you can see it. Catch the ball. Now turn, reverse pivot turn, get the ball upfield, and get ready to do damage after the catch. JSN does this almost better than anybody in this class. Right here, you see the separation. Let's run it back just a tad bit so you can see it from this angle right here. You'll see the separation created. 5, doesn't even lay a hand on him. Right there, good head placement. Turn the ball upfield, and let's go JSN. We'll stop that, finish that play off in a little bit. Here we go, JSN in the slot right here. You're going to see him work himself into the zone. This safety is going to be dropping back. It's going to be a good job of presenting his numbers, slowing it down, playing with pace. He doesn't carry too far over to make contact or put himself in a position to be contacted by that safety. He's just crafty. In zone coverage, he will eat you alive. And like we talked about the past 2 plays that we just looked at, his ability to do damage after the catch, I mean, it's Quentin Johnston, it's JSN. Those 2 are just phenomenal after the catch, and we'll stop that play again, come to it towards the end. Right here at the top of the screen, he's in the slot. What you're going to notice, one-on-one, this is like taking candy from a baby, especially when you've got a talented quarterback like C.J. Stroud that can deliver the ball with pinpoint accuracy. You're going to see JSN, just a slot fade right here, nothing special, playing with some deceptive pace off the line of scrimmage. But look at the over-the-shoulder grab, gets 1 and 2 feet in. That's good in the NFL. That's a phenomenal, phenomenal grab. JSN has got some of the best body control in this class. So you're talking about a player who can release off of the line of scrimmage, who catches, who does damage after the catch, and when you put the ball in the air, the body control is outstanding. You're talking about a player that, in my opinion, one of the more safer wide receiver prospects in this class. Let me get my head out of the way so we can see this right here. Put the ball where your guy can go get it. And look at that, 2 feet inbounds. Beautiful throw by C.J. Stroud. But JSN's ability to maintain body control, make that grab, and get 2 feet inbounds, that's good in the NFL. Sign me up. It will work on Sundays. Everything we've seen so far works on Sundays. Now, let's go back to a couple of plays that we looked at a little bit earlier and talk about if he has a weakness to his game. Here he is. Remember, he's at the bottom of the screen. He's going to do a phenomenal job of swimming past that defender, getting the ball, making the first guy miss, and then the long speed. This is an area of weakness for JSN. You'll see great pursuit by the Nebraska defenders right here. JSN, he may not be the fastest guy. I think he's fast enough, right? You see that final defender almost run him down, had a good convoy of blockers helping him matriculate the ball down the field. But this is one of the things where he may struggle is picking up these home run type plays. I'm fine with it, though. If you can pick up chunk plays like that, even if he's tackled right now, I'm excited, I'm happy, I'm pleased, but he's got enough juice to get it to the end zone. Again, right here, great job of presenting the numbers, making himself available, makes this guy miss, and now you'll see right here, good block by Fleming, almost run down by that Utah defender, but he's got enough speed to get it in the end zone. Right here from the reverse angle, makes himself available, makes a defender miss, and then let's get a good block, and let's take this to the zone. Now, when he doesn't have that blocking, that's where you see him routinely pretty much get walked down. So once again, at the bottom of the screen, great job off of the line of scrimmage with the release. Talked about this play earlier. Presents the numbers, makes defenders miss. Right here. I mean, if this were Jalen Hyatt, Quentin Johnston, Josh Downs, Zay Flowers, they probably house this. Now, Joey Porter Jr. is going to run him down. And, you know, for those of you who don't know, Joey Porter Jr. is probably going to be a first-round pick, probably run a 4.4 or even faster at the combine. You'll see him and multiple defenders, right, just gain ground on JSN. And this is where, if he does have one kryptonite, if he does have a weakness, it's right here with the deep speed, the long speed, the ability to take this play to the house. This is one where you just want to see your receiver get there and then make up ground on him very, very quickly. And unfortunately, in the great game versus Utah, here's JSN right here. When it comes to rear its ugly head, again, catches the ball right here. 2 defenders. I want this guy to score. Take it to the crib, JSN. But because he lacks that elite speed, he allows the defender to catch up with him, punch the ball out. We go from what should be potentially a touchdown play or a play where he's down inside the 10-yard line to a turnover on down. So when you're looking at the type of player that he is, he's safe because he's going to do everything that you want. He can run the ball after the catch. He's got a fantastic body control. He can pick up yards in tight spaces, but he does lack that deep speed. Overall, JSN, in my opinion, is the safest wide receiver in this draft class. He's technically sound, doesn't have the speed of some of his predecessors, right? He's not going to run like Garrett Wilson, not going to run like Chris Olave, not going to run like Terry McLaurin. But when you're talking about what this player does from a technical standpoint, the release package off the line of scrimmage, his ability to create yards after the catch, the body control and positioning, really reminds me of Terry McLaurin / Jarvis Landry in a way. And I don't like comping players. Let JSN be JSN, but really gives me those kind of vibes. Big physical wide receiver, 6'1", 200 pounds. The Draft Network, we saw him in person during the Super Bowl. He's a put-together young man. I like the skill set that he brings. JSN is a dope wide receiver prospect, and for most, will be wide receiver 1 in this class. So I appreciate you tapping in. Got you out of here in less than 10 minutes. Straight to the point, Jaxson Smith-Njigba. If you want a more thorough breakdown of this player, patreon.com/allgas. I do those film breakdowns, hour sessions every single week with the patrons. If you enjoyed the video, hit the thumbs up button, like, and subscribe to the content. And until next time, I'm out. Peace.